Beautiful morning to wake up. Well, we're set up. It's our last, well, we're not set up, we're packed up. It's our last full day in the Victorian High Country today. We start heading back tomorrow. Today's plan, Mount Terrible, and then we'll see where it takes us after that. I'm just going to whip around one more look at this last night. It was pretty specky. About to tackle this hill just here. Should be entertaining. She drops away, she'll be a 1 gear low range for sure. As you can see from this little clip here, it wasn't a long drive from camp to Mount Terrible. Just had to follow along this mountain line here, but it was worth it. It was an entertaining track. It had some fun sections, and it was good just to go out for a drive, do a bit of forward driving. After all, it's what we come down the Vic High Country for. Just waiting for the boys to get down here. We haven't seen a lot of huts on our travels. We would have seen a few more, but as you know, the publicised, well, not publicised, but the dramas we had with a couple of tyres on Benny's Land Cruiser cost us a couple of days of cruising around some really cool areas where there were lots of huts. But on the Ryan spur track on the way to Mount Terrible, there is this little shindig. Let's check her out. It's even got a book. As per usual, full of graffiti. And there you go. Might sign this. almost at the summit of Mount Terrible. We've had a good day out. The Mount Terrible track's pretty cool actually. There's lots of areas where you need to go low range, first gear, second gear. There are also lots of choose your own adventures. There's easier tracks around a hill and there's harder tracks. Here and show some footage of the boys coming down. It's a good day out. Left camp this morning and I've been driving for about an hour or so, but some good low range stuff, some proper forward driving. Enjoying it. As you can see there, the boys are coming down the slightly easier option. If you wanted to, you could have come down the left hand side there. A bit harder to get up on the other side. It was pretty gnarly coming down. Everyone loves the sound of a big V8 troopy, don't they? There's something about it. Well, there's no skirt around this bit.
I'll watch you go up.
Right, we made it to Mount Terrible, boys. Billy?
Spectacular, eh?
Benny's over there somewhere.
Spectacular view.
How high is Mount Terrible? Do we know? Find out later on. That little hut here. Seen many times on other people's videos. I'll come and check it out myself. A neat and tidy place. We were going to hope to have gotten here last night to have a camp, but it didn't happen, unfortunately. More than happy with where we stayed last night, though. Can't complain. The Mount Terrible hut. Interesting. Definitely a nice view. Waking up, walk out to that each morning would be lovely, wouldn't it? We just need a toilet, though. I think that's all that's missing up here. tonight we've driven just outside Albury, Wodonga area at a place called Kungaya South or something like that, and we're staying at a place called Boyds Bridge Campground, which is free. We found it on WikiCamps. Look at this. Banks of this beautiful little river here. I couldn't tell you what it is, but I'll put a message up once I find out off Google Maps. This is our setup for tonight. Now we've gotten smart. We've observed where the wet rocks were. The river level's going down, but we've built a little pile of rocks just here as our guide in case the river decides to change and come up. But other than the snow on Monday, there hasn't been any rain during the week. So we're feeling pretty confident actually. Pretty confident. But she's flowing lovely. It's clear water, crystal clear water. You can fish in that, I reckon. Probably have a dip in it in the morning. But it's Friday night. It's our second last night on this trip. We've left the high country now and we're starting to head home, but we're going to go to a couple of places in the New South Wales Alpine area tomorrow before we head home on Sunday. On the Saturday morning, we decided to go to the Bonegilla Migrant Experience, which is just outside Wodonga. Benny's wife had some family connections there, so he wanted to go check that out, and that was surprisingly a pretty good little experience. So if you're in the area, check it out. And then from there, we took a nice scenic drive along the Murray Valley Way. We crossed the border near Tiltandra and headed up to the Yarrangobilly Caves Visitor Centre in the Mount Kosciuszko area, so we could go for a swim. Big day driving. Where are we, Benny?
Yarrangobilly Caves.
Yarrangobilly Caves. We're going to do a mad dash through one of these caves and have a swim in the thermal pools.
It's Kosciuszko National Park.
In the Kosciuszko National Park. So why, boys? Billy, you waving? Better be waving. Great shirt, mate. Great shirt. You instantly notice a temperature change, don't you? From where you are to where I am.
Yep. Thought it wasn't going to be cold.
Yeah, it won't be cold, Benny said. Doesn't get cold in caves.
This is not cold.
Yeah. Doesn't get cold in caves, Billy. Quote unquote.
I reckon they're down to 32s.
This is colder than it was on top of bloody Mount Nugong when it was snowing.
My aircon doesn't even get that cold.
Yours is only you've only got a D-Max though, mate. I'm surprised the aircon works at all. Oh, I worked up a puff here, boys. Worked up a bit of a puff. Struggling for air. Because it's so cold in here, you know, the air's so thick it's hard to breathe in. It's my excuse and I'm sticking with it. Looking back. Just about to reach the climb out. There's heaps of stairs up there, that's the way out. Hello, Billy. I see him. It's Benny and Billy sneaking up the pathway there. Now when you say many stairs, Ben, what's a many equal?
It's uncomfortable to know.
So I don't want to know the number.
I don't know the number, but it's an uncomfortable number to know.
This is probably the worst part of the attraction. It's not an attraction, you have to climb out of it like this. Whew. You're right, it keeps going. What's behind door number 1? Freedom. Freedom. Welcome out, boys. Please leave a review on the National Parks website. Yarrangobilly Caves thermal pool. Let's get down there and have a sticky bee.
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, now, newsflash, it's actually a long walk from the car park, so if your tour guide, Benny, says it's not far off the car park, not far is, I don't know if you can see it, but it's way down there, like I'm talking way down there. Oh, it's not necessarily attractive for people in my state with my dodgy knee, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Here's proof I'm heading down there. It's me heading down this hill. Look at the switch. You've got to take switchbacks to get down there. That's how steep it is. Probably have to use that chair there on the way back. I didn't want to take a photo down there, a video, because there's people down there. But that's the pool. I'm on the way out. I'm knackered. I'll flick around. It's the path. Look down there. There's the pool. Got a creek down yonder. It's a beautiful spot in amongst all these hills. Well, pretty much our trip, I think. We'll see what happens from here, but tomorrow we're on our way home. The last campsite for tonight. Just on some lake outside Tumut. Not bad, except for that idiot with his V8 up there. Burning what's left of the wood.